Hello hotties, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Sydney, and if you're anything like me, you do a lot of doom scrolling. And honestly, I'm gonna be so honest with you guys, I had a completely different video planned for today, and then it snowed. Look at this cute little video of me out in the snow this morning. And also, I'm so sorry, my Pooks decided to run the dishwasher right now. Well, now that it is literally what, 2-3 weeks into 2025, we have to stop the doom scrolling. It's excessive, and I'm talking to you, Hannah, or Caroline, or Carol, or whoever is watching right now. You right there. We have to stop the doom scrolling. It has become excessive. We are all over it, and we gotta be it girls this year. Do you not remember the video from last year where we become it girls? That's what I thought. So we are going to stop doom scrolling. So today I've come up with a list of a bunch of different categories, pretty much, to help us stop the doom scrolling. I have 5 different categories, being create, food/drinks, active, outside, and mental. Everything on this list, a lot of these are like more than just a one-time thing, really, because if you're doing it just one time, is it really a hobby, or is it just something you did for the fun and giggles of it? And there seems to be some sort of mentality that we have to be perfect at stuff. Like the first time you do it, you're just perfect, you're a shining star, you're amazing at it, which is such a weird thing to put ourselves in, like we're behind this bubble/wall. But this is my reminder to you that you don't have to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect at everything you do, so you might as well make the most of it and go ahead and try as many things out as you can while you're probably in your 20-somethings or younger. If you're younger, that's even better. That means you have even more time to perfect it. But let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with our number 1, journaling. I just feel like journaling is such an important hobby to have. I personally love to journal, especially now that I'm older. I don't have as much time to go see a therapist weekly like I used to, not even like bi-weekly. So journaling really just helps me get out all of my thoughts on paper. And I really do feel like if I'm like manifesting with it, the journaling, 1, helps me like neutralize out my emotions. 2, the journaling helps me like figure out what I'm going to be doing for the next whatever amount of time, and really just putting all of my emotions into words. You know, they always talk about toddlers being able to vocalize, oh, I'm mad, mom, or oh, I'm upset. But what about me? I feel like I should be able to vocalize what I'm saying. And if I can't because I'm not communicating that with anyone, what am I gonna do? So I love journaling. Next on the list, number 2 is going to be scrapbooking. I want to get into scrapbooking so bad. I don't even need a Polaroid camera. If I take pictures on my phone, I can literally go to Walmart and pay 14 cents for that picture to be cut out. I want to get more into scrapbooking, and I feel like that's a really fun hobby to get. You can collect materials outside. You can grab stuff from things you already have around your home. If you're baking cookies, maybe you save a piece of tin foil. I don't know if y'all are seeing the vision, but there's definitely a vision to be seen with that. Number 3, kind of with the journaling, is gonna be bullet journaling. I've seen so many people do this, and I wanted to get into this so desperately bad growing up, and I was unable to do it. I'd start it, and then after like a week, I'd be like, okay. But bullet journaling is honestly such a great way to be creative, but still journal. So you're doing a little bit more than just the regular journaling, but now you're making it look artsy and crafty. Number 4 is planning your month ahead. This is kind of a once a month type of hobby. Really just sitting down with your calendar and writing out, this is what I'm gonna be doing this month, or this is what I'm gonna be doing this week. So you can turn it into more of a once a month and more of like a 4 times a month type of deal. But it's really good to just be able to like have all of your ideas planned out as the weeks go on, so you're not sitting there on your day off and being like, what am I gonna do today? Personally, I love using my monthly calendar. Obviously, you guys see that I film quite a bit now, and having that written down is really helpful in getting in the right headspace to know, okay, this is my day off, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna accomplish, making sure that I'm staying on track, so when the end of the month comes and I do my monthly look back, I know that I'm gonna be good. Number 5 is gonna be take an online class, and this week's episode is sponsored. No, I'm kidding. That'd be crazy if I got a sponsor from Squarespace, but taking an online class is gonna be so beneficial, especially if you're anything like me and you're already out of school. Having that online class to know like, oh, I'm still learning something, and I'm not stuck just doing my regular retail job and I'm not learning anything new, and knowing, you know what, I could do this. You know, leveling up your mental game, honestly, and like, who's gonna stop you? Because now you know 2 or 3 times more than your colleagues. Number 6 is learning how to meditate. I feel like meditating is so important, and I believe I touched on a little bit on this on 7 healthy habits of a hot girl or whatever that video was. The analogy that I was taught, it still rings true to today, is imagine you're sitting on a bench and there's some cars driving by, and those cars are your thought. Now, you're not gonna go try to stop the car or interact with the car or see who's in that car. You're not gonna go up to them and be like, why are you driving so recklessly? You're just gonna sit there on the bench. You're acknowledging that you're having a thought about whatever may be bothering you, or whatever you're thinking about, but you're not gonna give it any more energy or a focus, because right now you're just trying to find your middle piece. And I feel like that's a great way to like sink yourself into those deeper levels of meditation. Learn a new language. Duolingo went crazy on us with this TikTok ban. Now he's kind of mad that we didn't learn any Mandarin. But just being able to say that you know a second, third, maybe even a fourth language, if you already knew a language or two, that is gonna be so cool. Like, you're gonna be able to go to people and be like, yeah, I know Chinese, I know French, I know Russian, I know German, and who's gonna call you out on it, because you're gonna be the cool one of the group now. Number 8 is learn how to play chess. This is another one of those hobbies that definitely makes you the cool girl if you know how to do it, because chess is such a mental load sort of game. Like, you really do have to sit there and think. Did you know you can burn calories from playing chess? Because that's how hard you're thinking. That is gonna be such a cool hobby to get into. Imagine it's summertime, you're in a cafe in Paris. Is that a little chess game over there? Are y'all playing chess? Can I get in on that? And then you're playing chess. So not only are you the hot girl playing chess, but you're just sitting there playing chess, and you're probably dusting these men. And that is the goal, girly. Number 9 is gonna be like putting together a Lego or a puzzle. I feel like those kind of go hand in hand. I could have made those 2 separate ones, but if you get a bunch of Legos, whether you're getting the sets that can be kind of pricey, or you're just buying a bunch of Legos in bulk, I feel like you can use those apps and just make different things and just use them as little decor pieces around your home. I know I already have some Lego decor pieces around my home, and for Christmas I got one of those flower Lego sets. It's gonna be beautiful, and it's also kind of just like a mental thing, like, ooh, what creative thing can I make with these Lego pieces? And then that goes the same with puzzles, of you're just practicing something. You know, be one of those people that glues their puzzles when they're together and then frames them. I always thought those people were so cool. I want to be like you, because I tried to glue some puzzles together when I was a kid, and if I'm being so honest with you guys, I think one of the first puzzles I ever completed on my own, which is a Princess and the Frog puzzle, it's probably still sitting on top of my mom's countertop, like at the very top of the cabinets, because I have not touched that thing in years, and it's probably still up there. That's crazy. I should call my mom. You know what?
Hello.
Hey, what you doing? Oh, you're on speaker right now, but I just have a question. Do you remember when I was a kid how I did a Princess and the Frog puzzle, and like we try to like glue it together? Do you think that's still on top of the kitchen cabinet?
Probably not. I don't know. Did it fit up there?
Yeah.
Or did it hang it over?
It fit up there.
Oh, then it probably is.
And then lastly, in the mental category, I have learning sign language. I used to know sign language. I can do my middle name, D-A-N-I-E-L-L-E. It's kind of cool to know. Like, every single time I run into a deaf person and I'm like, oh yeah, my name is, how are you? They're like so impressed, because they don't think the average person knows sign language. So, little props off to me. Going into our outside category, this is kind of literally based off of the snow that was outside. Like I said, I have a whole nother video planned for today, but it started snowing, so I wanted to do this. Go take pictures. The snow is beautiful, and if you don't live in a climate where it is always snowing, then why aren't you taking pictures? And even if you don't live in a climate where it's always snowing, go to the beach, go to the mountain, go find a random field somewhere and just go take pictures, because I promise you someone's gonna love it and someone's gonna think it's pretty, whether it's you or your friends, or maybe it's a future partner. They're gonna be like, oh my god, you took that picture? That's so beautiful. And that's how your relationship's gonna start, especially if it's snowing. 2, go sledding. Like, can you tell I like the snow? Build a snowman. I feel like this is such an underrated thing that we all just stopped doing once we became adults. Why did we stop? Let's keep going. Let's keep building snowmen. Do you want to build a snowman? Yes, ma'am, I do. Sorry, that's a little aggressive. I really just want to build a snowman. Going into our active category. Try a new workout. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of YouTube videos. You could do Pilates, you could do legs, arms, core, whatever you really want to do. Just try a new workout that you've never done before. Especially if you're kind of stuck inside on a rainy day. That's the perfect time to find an exercise routine that you love to do. And it's building that hobby, because exercising is more about like the look, and it's also about just general health of your body. So go ahead and do a little Pilates, do a little dance. Going into dancing, we're gonna talk about our next hobby. Play Just Dance. That is such a fun thing to do. Do I have anything that's gonna track my motions? No, I don't. But do I love to play Just Dance on the TV? Yes, I do. I will sit there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and I'll be doing these dances, and I'm like, yeah, I can't dance, but who's gonna know? Because whoever's playing is already getting perfect, so I think I'm doing perfect. So, and then still on the dancing thing, learn a new dance. There are quite literally millions of songs out there. Nonetheless, all the K-pop music that goes on, and like I said, Just Dance. Learn a dance that you really want, or if you want to do one of those YouTube dance classes, like, you know, the ones that they do in LA, you could totally do that, and just learning that dance, and then maybe even like videotape yourself learning said dance. So then you can see your progress of how you started on day 1 of learning said dance and day 20 of learning said dance. Try some yoga. If you've never done yoga before, it is so amazing. It literally, like, the stretching you get, the little burns from the stretches of getting a little bit more flexible every day is literally amazing. And I know I just said amazing like 4 or 5 times, but I cannot express enough how much I love yoga. I love knowing that, like, I can breathe properly and I really am getting that stretch in for the day. Rearrange your house. Why not? You have nothing else to do. Learn what makes your house feel great. Who says that you have to sit in your room the entire day and do nothing? Just rearrange it. Upcycle furniture. I've seen so many people get like a $50 dresser off of Facebook Marketplace and then upcycle it and do it and resell it for like $500. Is that practical for me to do? No, because I don't have the tools. However, people like my Pook's mom, she has all the tools in the world. So if I ever wanted to start upcycling furniture, I totally could. Just don't think where I live is the marketplace for it. Going on to food/drinks. This is also kind of a small category, but it was something I wanted to include because I know these are some of my personal favorite hobbies, so I thought maybe someone else would like them as well. Learning to bake something new, or really just coming up with recipes. If you can learn the basics of baking, then you can literally make anything you want. Like peanut butter cupcake. Actually, I wouldn't do peanut butter cupcakes. Peanut butter cookies, peanut butter and chocolate brownies, like a Reese's cup brownie. Those are really good. Just looking up new recipes and learning to bake them, which goes into my next item of learning just a regular cooking recipe. I love to cook at home. Anything with pasta, oh, I'm going to be all for it. So I love to just try stuff. You know, I love to make a little Cajun pasta. I think I've done like a lemon pepper pasta before. Really just mixing ingredients together and seeing what I can come up with. Host a food tasting party. This could either be for you or for your friends. You could just do stuff that's already in your pantry. Just put new things together. When I do this, I think of like Ratatouille, where the little mouse rat thing, he has the strawberry and the cheese and he mushes them and then it's like a combination of explosions in his mouth. That's what I'm thinking about. Just like trying to come up with a new flavor that you've never necessarily had, but you think, oh yeah, this would be good and I could see myself enjoying this on a daily basis. Make pasta from scratch. I love making pasta from scratch, and like I said, I eat a lot of pasta, so making pasta from scratch is one of the easiest things to do. You need like what, 3-4 ingredients and then you have pasta? What could get better than that? You literally could just make pasta every single day and never run out. I mean, granted, if you have the flour and the eggs and the water and a tad bit of salt and whatever sauce you're gonna use or butter, but I mean, regardless, make some pasta. You can do it, girly. Pasta is so easy to make, girly. Personally love me a good fettuccine pasta. Learn to bartend is next on my list. So that is either making your regular cocktails or mocktails. There are hundreds of recipes on Pinterest that you can look at. I will put a few of my favorite recipes that I've done on screen. I love a good fruity drink, and just having, and this is if you're 21 and up, if you have a section of your house that you can store a bunch of alcohol, that's kind of what I do. So whenever I host parties at my house, I will keep the rest of the alcohol and I will either use it for future parties or I'll just learn to make a new drink. And if I don't want actual alcohol, I will get a juice that, like, in my head I'm like, yeah, I could picture this with like some Malibu, and you know, do we know the vibes? Yeah, we know the vibes. Lastly on my list, I have create. So this is really anything that can get your creative juices flowing and keeping you trying to explore new topics and themes and really just creating your own personal identity. Make a keychain. I love the trend of people putting keychains on like their lip glosses from like Summer Fridays or Summer Fridays. The only thing I can think about right now at the moment. But those are so cute, and best believe in like a few weeks, me and my friends already have like a whole little thing planned because we're gonna be making some custom keychains then. Custom phone case. You can buy a blank phone case off of Amazon for like $10, or you could just take a phone case you already have. And a lot of people use like silicone or putty to just like do something creative with it, but you can stick whatever charms up there you want, seashells, textures, glitter. I think those are so cute, and I was obsessed with the deco phone cases a few years back, and I was so up and down sworn that I was going to be making that my business and not a clothing boutique. Who would have thunk? Did I ever buy the stuff for it? No. But I was so determined to make my own phone case because for some reason the phone I always get never has a phone case. The 11 Pro Max could never find a phone case. The 14 Pro Max that I currently have can never find a phone case. So I was kind of just determined to make my own at that point, because what else was I gonna do? Next is learning to knit or crochet. That is such a cool girl hobby. People always call it like the granny activity, but if you really think about it, these girlies are making shirts and shorts and full-on dresses and swimwear, all because they know how to crochet. Oh my goodness, I love you so much. Do you know how much I love you for that? Because those are so cool. And I would love to, love to get one of these pieces one day. Because it is so, just knowing that someone physically hand crocheted this and put in the time, sweat, and tears to make this one piece for me. Cool girl. Cool girl. Your aura is at 100, your Riz is above 10,000, whatever it may be, you're cool. Doing anything with air dry clay, I'm sure we've all seen those videos of couples doing like, this is mine, this is my boyfriend's, and this was the inspo, and it's always the boyfriend's like literally a monster. But it is so fun to just play around with air dry clay. I've done it a handful of times now. I wanted to make something that was gonna go on my wall, and then it broke because my cats got to it before I could. But I've made like baking trays before. I made my friend a little Hello Kitty tray. They are so easy to do, especially if you just pull up an inspo picture on Pinterest. Like all you have to do is sit there and mold it. Get yourself some plastic silverware and you have all the little tools you need without having to go out of your way to buy a crap ton of stuff. And then if you buy paint, you can paint it. I personally went the route of buying a drill so I could shave down all of my fingerprints. Very helpful. You can do it. Air dry clay is so much fun and it's so easy. Plan an imaginary party. Now, does this party have to be imaginary? No. However, if you don't really have anything else to do and you just need a hobby, go through the rundown of planning a party. Plan a Valentine's Day party. Plan some other themed party, whether it's for your birthday or just a dinner party. There are so many people on TikTok who will plan these extravagant parties and they're always aesthetic and look beautiful, and you can probably do it too. It's not that hard. And I say plan an imaginary party because if you're like me and you're kind of like embarrassed to have people in your house, especially when the room you film in is literally your dining room. You want me to have people in my dining room? And then when we take pictures and everything, they're gonna see this in the background? I'll keep planning my imaginary ones though, because they're so much fun. Knowing what I'm gonna have on my menu and the desserts I'm gonna have. And one day when I do have the space to have my own dining room party, best believe I will be doing it best. Create a vision board. We all saw my video of me making my vision board, which already half of those items are coming true. I'm going to New York. I think it's like on this side. I'm going to New York in June because I got invited to a festival. That was another thing, is I wanted to go to a festival. Vision boards are so vital to manifesting your life, and it's already coming true for me, so it can come true for you. It is so easy to go get some magazines, or as I mentioned earlier, going to Walmart and just printing out pictures. I think I got like 50 pictures for what, $15 It is so easy to just print out some pictures and glue them onto a piece of poster board. Write a song or a short story. If you are musically talented or just like writingly talented, that is not a word. If you're talented in writing, write a story or a song. Sing a song, perform that song, blow up on TikTok or something. Be the next famous pop star. I'm ready to hear it, honestly, because I need more music in my playlist. Which, speaking of, if you have any like new songs that just came out, recommendations, definitely drop those because I do need to update my playlist. Also, it would literally just make you a cool girl. Like, yeah, I write music. Oh really? Heard, bestie. I know what the vibe. Start a YouTube channel. Just start posting. Doesn't even matter what it is. You can find pictures on Pinterest and put them into a nice little video. Post it. You can make edits. Post it. If you want to do something like this and you're making lifestyle, fashion, and beauty content like me, post it. Someone's gonna watch it. Whether you believe it or not, someone's gonna watch it, and then you're gonna be shocked that someone's watching it because someone chose to watch you. And it is gonna make your heart go a little, like your heart's gonna start racing. But it is kind of nice. Learn to do makeup. I put that up there really because I saw this picture, which I'll insert right here, and I was like, oh, I can recreate that. And that is what's on my face today. Is it the best? No. But does this mean I'm only gonna get better because now I know what I did and didn't like in the process? Yes. Makeup does not have to be expensive. I've got a lot of the makeup, and a lot of the makeup I'm wearing today from either ColourPop or TJ Maxx. It is so easy to just buy some cheap makeup. Oh my goodness, I don't know what that was. To buy some cheap makeup and just go for it. You know, do something that's going to let your imagination run wild. I thought these stars were really cute, especially for the videos I did today, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I didn't know how I felt about it, but it can only get better. Learn to do your own nails. Right now my hands are looking like some stubs, but we've seen in previous videos where I've done my own nails. And was it a big initial cost investment? Yes. I think I spent $100 for all of the materials I currently have, but is it still lasting me months later? Yes. And that is the most important part of this. I have saved probably $300-400 from doing my own nails, because when I want my nails done, I'll just spend the hours to do it. Yeah, it might take me a little bit longer because I'm new, but at least it's on my own time. At least I'm not spending $120 for a singular set that I could be doing at home. And especially as someone who has anxiety and bites their nails, being able to pop them off and put a fresh set on every other day is quite amazing, honestly. I'm not even gonna toot my own horn. I do love doing that. Lastly on my list is finding your own personal style. That is such an important part of everyday life, and especially with all these micro trends that we are constantly seeing changing and changing time again, now is the best time to just go ahead and learn what you like and what you don't like. Obviously your style will change and evolve as time goes on, but sitting down right now, creating a Pinterest board of what you want your outfits to look like, and then curating that, whether that is going through your old closet and donating stuff you no longer wear, buying stuff off Depop, Etsy, whatever it may be, to just be able to like take a picture and be like, oh yeah, this is mad creative. Personally, I love stealing my boyfriend's clothes, but I've realized that I want my personal style to be more like a Bratz doll. So the mini skirts, the leather, the accessory, the junk accessories, that's my style. And that's desperately what I want, so I'm gonna sit there and keep working at it because it's gonna be my new hobby. Finding new clothes, I love to shop anyway. Alright hotties, that is gonna be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe and come back next Friday for the video that I originally had planned to go out today, but it didn't. Make sure you go and check out Club Hobbies for some cute merch, and I hope to see you guys in next week's video. Bye! Mwah. What it is, maybe it's the coffee, maybe it's that I woke up and I immediately went out in the snow, but I have been like disassociating like crazy recently. What can you do?